They say silence is holy, but in St. Miriam's convent, silence was a curse. In 1973, a young woman named Clara arrived at the old convent, hidden deep within the misty mountains of northern Europe. She came seeking peace, redemption, and forgiveness for sins she never confessed. The convent was ancient, its gray walls covered in ivy, its bell tower lost in fog. The bells tolled every 6 hours, but no one ever saw who rang them. Mother Superior welcomed Clara with a cold smile. "You'll stay in the East Wing," she said softly. "And remember, Sister Agnes keeps night prayer. Never disturb her." That night, Clara saw a lone figure kneeling in the chapel, motionless, head bowed, whispering to the darkness. Days passed quietly. Yet at night, Clara heard strange whispers echoing through the halls. Sometimes they sounded like prayer, sometimes like crying. One night, she followed the sound to a wooden door, sealed with a small cross. Behind it came soft chanting, "Ave Maria, Ave Maria." She reached for the knob. It was ice cold. The moment her fingers touched it, the chanting stopped. Then a whisper brushed against her ear. "Go back to bed, Sister Clara." Her candle went out, leaving her in total darkness. The next morning, Clara asked about Sister Agnes. The dining hall fell silent. Finally, an older nun murmured, "She took a vow of silence 50 years ago, after she saw something in the chapel basement." No one said another word. Later that day, while cleaning the library, Clara found an old, leather-bound journal hidden behind hymn books. Inside, in faded ink, someone had written, "The demon hides beneath the altar. It wears the face of faith." The final entry read, "If I am to silence the evil, I must silence myself." Signed, Sister Agnes. That night, Clara returned to the chapel. The moonlight through the stained glass windows painted blood-red shadows across the floor. Beneath the altar, half hidden by a cloth, she found a small wooden door slightly open. Holding her candle, she stepped down into a dark stairway that led beneath the CEC. Then, in the silence, Sister Agnes knelt again. Through her sealed lips came a muffled whisper, "Silence it, before it spreads." A blinding light burst from the altar above, and Clara fainted. When she woke, she was lying in the infirmary, surrounded by praying nuns. Mother Superior stood over her, her face pale. "There is no East Wing, my child," she said softly. "That part of the convent burned down in 1923, with Sister Agnes inside." Clara turned to the window. In the distance, smoke curled faintly from the chapel roof. The bells tolled once more, though the ropes had long been cut. She tried to speak, to tell them what she saw, but no sound came out. Her lips were sewn shut. They say silence is sacred, but in St. Miriam's convent, silence is the only thing that keeps the darkness quiet. And if you ever hear the bells at midnight, don't answer. The silent nun still prays, and she prays for your soul.